Hello, how are you guys doing? Hello to all of my new subscribers. Hi to the people who are returning subscribers that are part of the Royal Squad. Hi. So I appreciate you guys so much. So today, let's get right into it, Royal Squad. Okay, God has the answers for you. I don't know if let me see. It may be too loud. God has the answers for you. Every question that you have, every doubt, everything, God has the answers for it. I want to talk to you guys about today just focusing on yourself and getting the answers to what you need to know and who you are from God. So many times we can get on certain apps and we can scroll, we can see other people doing everything that they're doing, and we feel like that's something we should be doing or something we're supposed to be doing. Y'all got to slow it down. Y'all know I be getting on here and I be full speed ahead, and then before I'm halfway through, I'm like, whoo, I'm drained. So I got to learn how to slow it down. I be so excited to see y'all. I be so excited. Do y'all be excited to see me? I hope so. I hope y'all like seeing me. So yeah, okay, and if you guys haven't checked out my last video about eviction, check that out, because I feel like, I feel that I gave some great tips. It was just part of it. So it's so much more to it than that. I've actually had a couple, people just being interested in that and just asking me questions, about it. So yeah, I'm excited to be able to help y'all. So getting back into it. So as you're scrolling on the apps, you see people doing different things, and you're like, man, maybe I could do that. Maybe I should be doing that. And I know, because that's me. I am a creative person, and I love to create. And I'm like, I don't know, maybe that's what maybe that's in my area. Maybe this is in my area. But ultimately, like today, sometimes you gotta just sit and be quiet. Like on my way to work, I was just quiet and just meditated. And I was just thinking to myself, like, I'm here to help people. Like, I love to help people. And sometimes God will have us, let me just turn my vehicle off, because if I'm not having my heat on, well, I got my vehicle running. God really wants us to help people. And like I said, if you're in a situation where you don't know what you need to be doing, what you need to be working on, God has the answers for you. I'm telling you. You just got to sit down and be quiet and listen to him. You got to just block out other voices, other distractions from people. That may even mean, what you used to do, you may not be able to do that no more, because you got to now focus in on what God is calling you to do, what he wants you to do. You got to focus on yourself. If you are feeling like you're behind on things, you're feeling like it's so many other things you're supposed to be doing, and you're just here to do so many things, you got to eliminate certain things, certain people who are not lining up with where you are going and what God has you doing. And in order to know what lines up with you, and lines up with what God wants you to do, you got to sit and you got to hear from him. You got to get the answers from him. You got to focus in on his voice and not so many other voices that are around you. You know how you may be able to pick out your mother's voice in a crowded room, or your spouse's voice in a crowded room, or your child's voice, even down to their cry. Like, that's my own baby crying. In color purple. So you can tell. So it's the voice of your Father that we follow, and of a stranger's voice we do not. So we have to sit and hear his voice. And in order to know someone's voice, and to know a person, you have to spend time with them. You have to have a relationship with them. So in order to know what your Father, what your Creator created you to do, you have to sit and be quiet and be still, and just hear from God and just slow things down. Sometimes we're moving so fast and we're so concerned about, I need to do this. I got to do this for the kids, this for my spouse, this for, my significant other, it's just, for my job, for this, for that, until we're so busy and caught up on moving so much till we miss the voice of the most important person. We miss the most important voice there is, and that's the voice of God. And we can sometimes get off track just looking at what everybody else around us is doing, feeling like what we're called to do is boring, feeling like that, it's simple, it's basic, and everybody want to do that. You will be surprised who need it. And anything God has called you to do, somebody here need it, okay? Somebody need it. And I'm sitting here trying to remember if I got my card out of there. Guess we'll find out in a minute, won't we? So, random. So, yeah, I'll just see like, that I'm telling y'all, that's how my mind works. Like, I could be talking and then my mind is like somewhere else thinking about something else, but yet I'm present, but yet you know what I'm saying, in the future too. So I even have to work on that of being present, enjoying the present moments. So yeah, so when you are looking at what other people are doing, y'all, stay focused. No matter how simple how simple you feel that it is, or what you're doing, it may seem simple to you, but we got to stay focused. We got to stay focused, and make sure that we're focused on what it is that God is calling for us to do, and not be focused on everything that everybody else is being called to do. Because as I was just meditating and just riding on my way to my amazing job, I was sitting just thinking like, man, I want to help people. Like, that is what brings me joy. It's just helping people. Like, I love creating, and I'm like, the more I create, the more, yeah, it's fine, but it's like it feels like something is missing. And sometimes if you're doing things and you feel like something is still missing, it's probably because you're not doing yet what you're created to do. You're not operating in your purpose. And I can remember maybe about 9-10 years ago now, God told me to teach his word. Many don't know, the call on my life or the call on your life. A lot of people won't discuss some of the things about them, who they are in the spiritual realm. We don't know who a lot of people are because we look at people from the outer appearance, but a lot of people, man, they are something completely different when it comes to the spiritual realm. And I remember him saying, teach his word. And yet, I definitely did. And I purpose to do that now, but I have became so I can't wait to get my little tripod, because right now my finger's my tripod and it's like out. So I have gotten so consumed with consuming till I'm not producing, but yet the things that I produce, products, I enjoy it and they're nice, but it's like it's still something missing, because those are products people can use, but I want to impact people in a way where it transforms their way of thinking. It helps them to develop themselves, and they can, grow from there. And like I said, also on my channel, just helping people to change that. And then from that, you can create, generational wealth. I feel like I can still create things, but I want to help you guys. That's my ultimate goal here, is to help. I love to help people, to inspire you, to encourage you, and I do that through transformation and development. I love teaching, I love public speaking. I love just pushing people, making people smile. That's what I love to do. And as I was sitting with myself this morning and just hearing from God and just meditating on my way to work, it was like, Mary Jane, your area and where you feel more fulfilled is when you can help other people, when you can encourage and inspire other people. And God have been sending people to speak that, into my life, to bring it back to my remembrance of remembering what I'm here to do. We can get so caught up on everything else, people popping up saying about digital marketing, and by all means, I hear great things about it. And I'm like, yeah, maybe I can do that. And then when I did get, I'm like, it still didn't feel right, didn't fit for me. And then I heard someone speaking on it on the level of a crafter and create, things. By all means, have you multiple sources of income, but multiple things that line up with what you're called to do. And just because it sounds good, and I'm not pointing out digital marketing and saying there's something wrong with it, I'm just speaking on far as experience of myself, and other things I've done, and I just don't feel fulfilled from it. My sewing, and pottery and different things, like I enjoy doing. And it's like God will let you do the things that you like to do, but we have to remember what we are called to do. You know, it's not about self. Anything that only rewards, the only benefits, the only thing you get good from it, it benefits just for yourself, and it doesn't help other people. Pretty sure you can rest assured. You can go ahead and just put a stamp on that and say return to sender, because that's not what God is create you to do. That's not your purpose. Anything that's about self is not why you were created, because God created each and every one of us with someone else in mind. Please believe that. You're not here for you. You're definitely not here for you. You're here for you, to show up for you, to show up to do what God has called for you to do. But you're not here only to bless yourself. You're not here to only get fulfillment in this life for yourself. And if you think about it, when you do for other people, you feel good about yourself, depending on your mindset and where you are, in Christ. If you are a believer, and even maybe people who are not a believer, but people with a good heart, especially those chosen ones, you feel good when you bless other people. And my area is coaching. Y'all, it is. And I am great with group settings. I love that. I have done one-on-ones, but one-on-ones for me, since they go a little bit slower, I have to work on that and adjust to that. It's just like me going live. It's a little bit different for me, because I like to just flow, and go. Y'all even know when I'm on here talking to y'all, it's like I'm speaking to 455 people, and I'm just talking to them, and you guys are watching. So I don't even look at the camera, because I feel like you guys are in front of me and I'm speaking to you like I'm on a stage, and you guys are sitting, and we're in a group setting and I'm just talking to you. So that's why I don't look. That's another sign of someone who is a public speaker, or someone who's a coach, or however you want to look at it. That's definitely a sure sign, if you ask me. So it's not that I'm camera shy or anything. It's just I tend to just flow. So I'm going. So, but I definitely do want to get into more of that. I want to, and like I said, encourage people, to push people. I was in that at first, and then, like I said, sometimes we can get off track, because just because you can do it don't mean you should do it, okay? Just because I'm gonna say that again, just because you can do it does not mean you should do it. There are a lot of things we can do, but it definitely don't mean we should be out here doing it. So yeah, I want to do more of that. What brings me joy is helping other people, pushing other people, inspiring other people, helping other people to change their way of thinking, to develop themselves. I have been doing it all my life without even knowing, at some point in my life, before I knew who I was, and I'm still daily developing myself and learning, that I really enjoy doing that. But sometimes, like I said, we can get off track. And I just want to slow my life down, just slow down. And I'm so into simple living, guys. Like, cooking outside, the old way of how they used to cook. Excuse me, working in my yard, in my garden. I have to get back to that. Sometimes we get so consumed, with the world and what the world sees as normal, that we are not operating in who we are. Because if we all operate according to how everyone else operates, then we're not here to serve the people who we're here to serve. I'm here for a certain type of people. I'm here for a certain group of people. And I want to show up and be myself and be me for those people, no matter what everybody else does around me. Even on YouTube, however it goes, I'm going to just keep moving forward, following Christ and what God is calling for me to do. And when the time comes for me to be monetized or reach that point, I'll get to that point. So consumed with making sure I show up. Okay, making sure I do this, and I got to make sure I do that. You know what? There are a lot of people who are just showing up as them, and they're not, following this or following that, or following a trend, or making sure they're doing that. And their channel is doing great. They're moving along because they're showing up as themselves, and there's no pressure, guys. I want you to get on here and don't have no pressure. Get on here because you love it, Because when you love something, it shows. Get on here and show up as yourself. Get on here and be who you are. Don't worry about what everything else around you, following everything else. Get on here and show up as yourself. That means getting on here with no brows on. I was like, but I got my lipstick and, I got my earrings. Definitely some of my handmade earrings. So I'm showing up. You can always see me with some lipstick and earrings on when I don't have these brows. But that's me. Sometimes I may do my brows. Like, y'all, I'm a vintage queen. I love vintage things. I want you guys to show up as you. I want you to get up every day. If you want to wear mix match socks, if you want to wear 2 different pair of shoes, you want to wear, like I got on this blazer. It's raining. It wasn't raining when I got up, but it's wintertime, but it's a blazer, but it's a peach color, but this is what I want to put on. So we have to get up, and I love mixing patterns. Y'all, we got to start showing up as yourself, doing what you are comfortable with, because this life is yours. God has given you this life to be you, who he created you to be, showing up as yourself. And somebody is going to love you for who you are and want to connect with you and need something from you because you're showing up as you. You can't help who you are here to help, showing up as somebody else. Then you're doing the people who you're here for a disadvantage by showing up as someone who you are not. So show up as yourself, and I'm telling you who you're here to have an encounter with, who you're here to help, who you're here to impact, or who is here to impact you will find you. Okay? They will. You will connect with the right people when you are being the right person. When you are the wrong person, you're at the wrong place at the wrong time, then you're going to miss out on the right things at the right time. So we got to make sure we are showing up as ourselves, and, to stop explaining why you decide to wear your lipstick, the top one color, bottom one color. My daughter does things like that, and paints on her face. Whatever brings you peace, as long as it's not something that goes outside of your belief, or something that will, that's the best way I can put it. Something that's outside of your belief. You're a believer, you believe in God, not something, that will go outside of who you are and what you stand for. I want you to just live your life. Some stuff I see, I'm like, that's interesting. But hey, if they put that on and it makes them feel good, if putting that on make you feel good, then you put it on. I hear people say all the time, oh, red won't look good on me, because of my skin tone or because of this. Man, if you want to wear red, wear it. I hear people tell me all the time, oh, I love your lipstick, but it would not look great on me. Baby, wear whatever you want to wear. If you like it, put it on. You'll be surprised. I don't care. I'm going to wear whatever color I want to wear. Speaking of that, y'all be on the lookout for my lipstick line. I got to be pushing that, y'all. I got to. And the magazine was supposed to be launched on the 15th. I did not get enough entries on those. So what I'm going to do is maybe either push that off for a little bit later, or I will open that up for free, because a lot of people may be going through something right now where they can't, afford it. $40 sometimes is too much. And just to give everybody the opportunity. So I'm going to think on that, and I'll probably just do that, open it up for free and switch the date on that to give people opportunity if they are interested in doing that. So anyway, just a little bit about that because I was thinking about it. But anyway, God has your answers. So if you are seeking any answers about yourself, what to do next, y'all, you can get on here and God can definitely speak to other people to you, but make sure you are going directly to the source. Make sure you're not getting on here looking for, answers from other people when your answer lies in God. And like I said, God can definitely use me and other people, but I want you to make sure you're not overstepping God and coming straight here or other social media platforms to get your download from your creator. Okay, because make sure you are spending time with God. And it's okay to get on here, because definitely that God uses a lot of us on here. God uses a lot of people on here. He have used a lot of people to bless me. There are pastors on here for sermons and, you know, just music, and even some of the people who I watch, you know, all their creative content and things they say. There are a lot of wonderful people, but make sure you are also spending time with your creator. You're spending time with God, and you're asking God and getting answers from him directly as well. And then he will send people that will line up with what he said. He will send confirmation to you, you know, of confirming what you have heard from him. He will confirm that, you know, through other people. So anyway, again, guys, thank you so much for watching. Again, show up as yourself. My hands are so ashy because I washed them. Show up as yourself. Be you. Be okay. If you make mistakes, it's okay. It's all right if you made a mistake. Everybody don't make some mistakes. All right, show up as you. Don't stop showing up. You scroll and you see other stuff. Keep your eyes on your paper. Okay, if you got on your paper, do this. Keep your eyes on your paper. Stop looking over other people's paper and like, oh, they doing this. Because who knows if they are in the will of God for their life. Who knows? They may be copying somebody else and copying somebody else and copying somebody else. And all we doing is all of us is copying, and none of us are being fulfilled. So keep your eyes on your paper. It's okay to see what they're doing and saying, man, that looks good. That's nice right there. Let them people have that. Let them have that, and you focus on you. No matter how simple it may seem to you, you may think that is simple, but it could be the next big thing, okay? So, all right, guys, and if you are a new subscriber here, thank you so much. Go ahead and get your crown, all right? Because you know you get treated like royalty here. And I thank you guys. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and feel free to hit the notification bell if you want to be notified when I upload my next video. All right, I'll see you guys soon. But I hope it's sooner than later, okay? And don't forget, I'm here for you, not them, but I'm here for you. All right, see ya. Okay, let's try it again. See ya.